What's up, guys? So today we're going to be looking at my Arsenal 107R. It started out as just a bone stock Arsenal with the polymer handguards, standard dust cover, all that kind of stuff, and I'll show a picture of what it used to look like when I first got it. Then I kind of wanted that classic AK look, so I ended up getting some wood furniture for it, the buttstock, the lower handguard, the gas tube cover, and went and dyed that myself to kind of give it like a darker look, and I liked that look. But then I started playing a lot of Escape from Tarkov and realized that you can get some really cool looking accessories for the AK. So that's kind of what has happened to the AK now. So I'm just gonna do, this video is gonna just be a mods overview on what I all have done to the AK, the bits and parts and pieces, and just kind of showing you what's all done. So we'll start with the buttstock here. So this is the Zenitco PT5 buttstock. They have a bunch of different versions of it. They have a bunch of different versions of this buttstock. This one happens to be the PT5. There's a PT1 as well, but this one, the PT5 allows you to use this type of trunnion for an AK, the one that has the little tang that comes out here. It allows you to mount, it all comes as one unit here, and it just bolts right up. You just screw it in and it works. It also allows a non-folding AK to now have a side folder, which is really cool. So I like that feature. I like the way these look, obviously, too. They have the PT3 is a neat looking one as well. You can get an adapter that works with the PT1 and PT3. It adapts to this type of tang here, and you can get that. They're just a little bit harder to find. A lot of this stuff is either kind of overpriced from US companies that import them, or kind of normal price from kind of some of the Russian websites that you can kind of get these stuff on. So you know, I guess be careful when you're buying stuff. But yeah, so anyway, so that's the buttstock. Magpul MOE AK grip, real nice grip. It's like a plastic grip, it's not rubber. I like it. I think it looks really cool. I was thinking about getting the Zenitco, I think it's the RK3 pistol grip. That one's a little bit more expensive. It's like 120 bucks. But I think this one looks really nice too, but maybe eventually I'll end up doing that. The dust cover is the Zenitco B33 dust cover. Now that integrates with the lower handguard, and the lower handguard's the Zenitco B30 Gen 2. It's like the Picatinny rail, it's the thick one. They do make like sport ones that are a little bit thinner and lighter, but I like the look of the Picatinny rail. And then the upper handguard here is the Zenitco B31S. Now the S has this cut here for if you ever would want to convert it to an SBR, you can have your front sight block right here, so it'll fit on here. So I went ahead and got that just in case if I ever want to shorten this guy up, this whole rail system will work. The non-S version comes out to about here, and you get a little bit more rail, but there's kind of no point for me anyway. So but we'll go back to the dust cover here. So you can still open up the dust cover, disassemble your AK, clean it, whatever you need to do, and then shut it closed, and it still works, which is great. And then it also interfaces right here. It gets screwed in here. So supposedly it holds 0. I really haven't shot a whole lot with the new setup. I shot this like once or twice with the new setup. But yeah, so it interfaces here, really strong. I mean, this is like a weapon in itself. But yeah, I really like it. So the foregrip on it is the RK4 grip. It's a nice little shorty guy. I like it being shorty. They make longer ones as well. I have it pretty much as far back as you can go with it, because when you do, let's see if you can do this one-handed. When you do reload, you can come into contact with this. So any closer it would be a problem, but it's kind of pretty much at the perfect spot there. And then it does have a little compartment that you can unscrew here, and you can put stuff in there, I guess, but I don't have anything in there. But kind of a cool grip. And this is like solid metal, aluminum or whatever, very strong. As far as the, I guess we'll go to the optic, EOTech EXPS2-0. I have another optic that I have been kind of messing with. It's the Sig Romeo 5. It's a little bit shorter guy. I kind of go back and forth. I think I like the way the EOTech looks. It's I don't know, it's just what I use in Tarkov. So, but let's go to the light here. This is a Surefire M600 Scout light, 1000 lumens on the stock mount that comes with it, and then the Surefire UE07 pressure switch with the temporary and then the constant button. So I like that setup. I got this on a couple other my guns as well, and I really like it. And I guess lastly, we'll talk about the muzzle device. The muzzle device is the Meridian Defense BD2. I bought this from Rob Ski at AK Operators Union. Really like the way it looks. Functions really well. No complaints about it at all. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole setup. I got a couple different magazines for it. We got this, you know, kind of classic looking one, and then of course we have the Bakelite, which, you know, I don't know, I'm a big fan of the Bakelite, but yeah, I got that, and then we got a kind of like the waffle style magazine as well. But all look kind of neat. So things that I'd further like to do to the AK, probably the ALG flat face trigger. I think that would be kind of nice. The trigger on this AK is actually really nice, just as it is. So we are clear. Nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag, but nice. Yeah, it's a fine stock trigger, but the ALG just looks cool, and obviously a lighter trigger is better. So, and then another thing I think I would like to do is, it is definitely substantially heavier than when I had all the polymer stuff on it. So I think making this guy like a 104-ish clone, I guess, or just a 104, you know, size barrel on it. So get the barrel chopped, do the integrated front sight gas block up here, and convert it to an SBR, you know, Form 1 it. So I think that's probably the final stage it'll be, is with that. And then, like I said, maybe the Zenitco pistol grip, maybe. But really happy with the way it is set up now. It shoots wonderfully with all the stuff on it. A little bit heavier, so a little bit less felt recoil. The buttstock's really comfortable. The muzzle brake kind of tames it down to 2. So it's a really nice shooting AK now. Really, really pleasurable to shoot. It was fine before, but definitely way better with all this junk on it. So. Oh yeah, and then the last thing, I might put the RP5 charging handle, I guess, little like cover thing here. It kind of makes it like a cylinder, a little bit easier to grab onto, less sharp, I guess. But I thought about that, but I don't know. I kind of like the classic AK, but that's a possibility down the road of doing something like that. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a bunch. Definitely consider subscribing. That helps me out a bunch, guys. And we'll see you guys in the next video.